1. What Albert Einstein believed about God and death. In April 1955, Albert Einstein was lying on his deathbed. When he died, sheets of paper covered in writing about God and death lay on his bedside table, writings that he never published. Let's start with what most people want to know about it. Albert Einstein did not believe in a personal God, a God who watches over every individual, hears prayers, and intervenes in human destinies. That is true. He said it directly and repeatedly, and this is precisely why he is often categorized as an atheist. Denying God seemed to him just as presumptuous as the naive belief in an old man on a cloud. 2. Einstein's view of time, death, and eternity. Albert Einstein said things about death and God that no physics textbook will ever quote. He wrote, "The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion, not a poetic metaphor, but a physical statement. For the equations that describe the universe, past, present, and future are equivalent and coexist. One does not replace another. All three exist simultaneously. And if that is so, if the past does not disappear and the future already exists, then what we call death is not an ending, but a transition from one point in this eternal structure to another." 3. Einstein's view of human existence. You do not cease to exist. You simply cease to be in the present moment. Einstein did not formulate this as a spiritual teaching. He formulated it as physics. 1950, Robert Marcus, a young rabbi, had lost his son. He wrote to Einstein, not knowing why, simply wrote. Einstein replied, and in that reply, in a few paragraphs written by an elder scientist to a rabbi he had never met. Albert Einstein wrote that a human being is a part of the whole which we call the universe, a part limited in space and time. He experiences himself, his thoughts, and feelings as something separate from the rest. This is a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. 4. Einstein's letter about God and religion. In 1954, Einstein wrote a letter a year before his death to the German philosopher Erich Gütkind in response to his book on religion. This letter was sold at Christie's auction in 2018 for $1,560,000, the so-called God letter. This letter became the most expensive Einstein autograph ever sold, precisely because in it he speaks about God and religion with a candor absent from any of his public statements. He writes that the word God is for him nothing more than the expression and product of human weakness. Einstein writes that nevertheless, there exists something he experiences as a religious feeling that is not belief in a personal God. He says, "When I look at the structure of the universe, its mathematical beauty, its internal coherence, the fact that the laws of physics work identically everywhere and always, he feels something that has no other name than awe. That this awe, before the mystery standing behind everything visible, is the religious feeling he considers genuine, as distinct from religious institutions that attempt to capture this feeling in doctrine. That's the reason which makes his letters so important for understanding Einstein's actual view of death." Einstein's thoughts on what death means. For Einstein, death was not a subject of fear, but a question of our limited understanding. He saw human life as a small part of something, much larger than the individual. The universe does not begin or end with one human life. What we call an ending may only be the end of our individual experience of the present. His view of death was closely connected to his belief that everything in the universe belongs to one greater whole. Einstein's view of religion and the universe. Einstein saw the universe as something far greater than human understanding. For him, the order of nature was more meaningful than religious explanations created by people. He believed that genuine wonder could exist without belief in a personal God. The mystery of existence, rather than religious doctrine, was at the center of his spiritual feeling. For Einstein, understanding the universe did not remove its mystery. It made that mystery even deeper. He saw the universe as a profound mystery, not a problem that science could completely solve. To Einstein, the deeper we understand nature, the more we realize how little we truly know. He rejected the idea of a God who controls human fate, but he never rejected the sense of awe inspired by the universe. For Einstein, true spirituality began with wonder, humility, and the endless search to understand reality. If you want more informative videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.